Willie D Live.
Did you see the video of the guy who was in his feelings that was stood up at a restaurant? He said he had hung out for about 30 minutes waiting on this woman. He said he had bought flowers. He showed the flowers off that he had bought. He said that he did all the right things. He said, I was consistent. I listened to her. I listened to her. I picked the restaurant. I was on time. I picked the time. And I'm just looking for my person. And he starts to crying and stuff. I don't know if this dude was a comedian or what, but it was just really pitiful, bro, to watch a man break down like that. And I know somebody goes, hey, well, men can cry. And that. I'm not saying, I don't subscribe to the idea that men can't cry. But I do believe that there should be a bigger difference between men and women than our anatomy. Like, I feel like that but I know we should talk differently, walk differently, dress differently, argue differently, debate differently. Like, there should be more of a difference between men and women than just our anatomy. Right. And to me, what woman, especially the women who will defend this dude invariably, what woman wants a dude like that to lead them? A dude who can't accept rejection. I mean, a simple rejection. I know getting stood up is a big deal, but it ain't that big of a damn deal. I've been stood up a couple times. Like I know a whole lot of people who's been stood up. Women have been stood up. Right. But you don't fold and go to social media and start crying. I think if the dude would have just jumped on social media and told his experience without the emotional side of it, like, look, guys, this is what happened to me, don't let this happen to you.
It wouldn't have worked for him.
Hey, guys, you win some, you lose some.
It wouldn't have worked for him.
You win some, you lose some.
It wouldn't have worked for him. Because if he would have took that approach, saying, hey, guys, it happened, like, guys gonna see that video and be like, you're not the type of you're not the type of man that a woman would want anyway. You're crazy. You ain't got no fresh cut. Your eyes is going all everywhere. Like, that it wouldn't hit the same if he tried to appeal to the male audience, because we're gonna look at him like, you lame as hell anyway. It wouldn't have hit. So when he took the simp route and cried for the sympathy for the ladies, the same ladies that'll get on there and be like, oh, that's so messed up. We shouldn't treat him like that. People need to be. These the same ladies that wouldn't date this man that would have stood him up too.
Right. So
it wouldn't, he was gonna lose anyway. My best advice to that dude would be to take that money that he was gonna spend on that date and just give it to her. you not date material, my boy. You need to start tricking. You got to buy her something. You got to take her somewhere. You the type of dude that's gonna have the trick to keep her interested forever. Right. All this money you done saved up, not dating, being single over the years, buying these Xboxes and PlayStations and shit, that's the money you need to be spending getting your social life together. You don't have no other way around it.
Right.
You're just gonna have to be a paymaster.
Perhaps she stood him up because he was doing too much. Perhaps she saw something.
I feel like the lady who agreed to it was just being nice.
Huh.
She just couldn't tell him no in his face.
Well, I think it's worse to tell a person yes and then stand them up. I think that's even worse than just going out and saying, or just make up a lie. I mean, women lie, men lie. Just tell a lie and say you can't do it. You're sick, you're going out of town, you're leaving the country for 2 years, whatever you got to do.
That's the psychology behind it. She didn't even care enough to lie.
Yeah, exactly. And here's another thing. Under no circumstance, I mean absolutely no circumstances, should a man buy a woman flowers on the first date.
Why you feel that way?
Do not bring flowers on the first date.
Why you feel like that?
Because flowers are a sentimental thing. And he had only been talking to this woman for a couple of weeks. And to bring her flowers on the first date, that's too much.
You think he's desperate?
I think he's doing too much. Yeah, and look, all that stuff sounds sweet and all of that, but women, even the ones that might agree with it, like flowers, this man brought me some flowers. And they are suspicious of that, man. It's a such thing as being too nice. I'm talking about too nice, too soon. Exactly. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, these guys who play the nice role, guys who be nice, everybody wants somebody to be nice and all of that, But a lot of times, guys will play the nice role, and really, they're a monster.
Yeah, because they feel entitled. Oh, I'm a nice guy. You should do this. You should date me because I'm a nice guy. I bought you flowers. You should kiss me. It leads to down a road of entitlement. That's why I was going to ask you, like, you ever bought flowers, and did you get the reaction from the flowers that you thought you were going to get?
I've bought flowers many times, and each time I got the exact reaction I was looking for. Oh, thank you, because I don't do corny-ass, simpish type flower-giving shit. You know, like it means, you got to mean something to me for me to send you some flowers. And
women know that, and that's why they like flowers.
I also got to feel like that you're receptive to it already. I got to already know that, you can say take the chance. I'm not taking the chance. I'm not doing it. You're not finna embarrass me. Like if I feel like it's reciprocated, cool. But if I feel like it's something that cool. But you can spook a woman by sending her flowers. I know women who have been spooked by dudes who they had just met, sending them flowers to their job or sending flowers to their home. Like, ooh, he sent me some flowers. Like,
right.
Yeah. And I've seen this happen. So now you can spook a woman by doing too much too soon, being too nice too soon.
Especially if you don't know her like that. Like some women just not into flowers like that. And some of them may feel like you putting in an extra effort when you do shit like that because they done ran into the Willie D who ain't buying no flowers under no circumstances. But
on the first day.
But after 10 times of that, and the nigga show up with them flowers, she like, finally.
Right. Exactly.
Now we starting this shit off on the right path.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like flowers, it's a cool gesture, but I ain't never really got the reaction that I thought. As men, we buy these flowers, and that shit lasts 30 seconds, and then she throw them damn flowers in the back seat, and they die right there where she laid them out at. Right. I want to buy a woman some flowers, and she love them for real. Like, she take them, and she plant them, and she grow them, and she grow some more flowers from these damn flowers. Like, I want to meet that lady who really love flowers.
Right.
Like, she done grew a garden off these flowers that I bought her.
Yeah, you probably already met her, and her name is Granny.
Oh, well. A lot of that stuff we ain't never gonna have that shit no more.
Yeah.
Like in a few years, ain't nobody gonna know how to make gravy or no shit like that. Wow. All the recipes gonna be gone.